Hey everybody, welcome back to Going Off Grid. I'm Mike. We're in the garage today. We're going to be building a pressure treated picnic table for up at our off-grid cabin. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe and watch along. Oh, by the way, my wife and my son said I'm a little too robotic on my videos. They told me to loosen up, so how's that? Loosen up now. All right, we have our building material here, pressure treated lumber we picked up at our local Lowe's. We have 10 2x6 by 8 foot. They're gonna be the top and the seats. And here was 4 other 2x6 by 8 footers that I cut up to make all the parts out of. So first we got our table legs. They're 2'7" from long point to short point. Then we got some end caps for the seats and the tabletop. Then we have our tabletop support. That is 33¼ inches long, and then I 45 the bottom edges off. And then we have our center tabletop support. That's a 2x4, the same length, 45 off on the bottom. Then we have the 65-inch seat support. That's a 2x6, 45 on the bottoms. And then we have 2x4s that are going to be our angle bracing to support our legs. They are 3'3" and 7/8 with a 27-degree angle on each end. I don't know if I mentioned it, but these legs are 2'7" with a 22.5 degree on each end. And what we have here is all those parts laid out, ready to be screwed together. Some people like to use carriage bolts. I'm going to be using these 3-inch timber screws to fasten my seat support and my tabletop support to the legs. So here we go. Watch along. So what we got here, the legs are 4 inches in from each end. The seat support is 16 inches basically off the floor, which I'm using my wall as a straight edge to keep everything nice and even. This 2x4 in here, here's just holding the other end of the legs up. That way it stays nice for me to screw together. Okay, that's one. We're going to repeat the process, make the second one, and then we'll be ready to start putting the rest of it together. Basically, I'm just going to center this. Comes out to be about 14 3/4 on each side. Okay, so there's the second one. Now we're going to get started on putting the rest of this together. So what I like to do, I'm going to mark the center. This is going to get 6 2x6s across here. So 3 on each side of center. So I'm going to put a screw in the middle here. Then I'm going to fasten one to this and do the same to the other end. Okay, so the overhang here is 15 inches. That way I'll have a 12-inch overhang on the bench. When it's done, I'll put one screw in at each end for now till I get it squared up. Couldn't have done that any better if I'd have tried. If I didn't say it earlier, these are number 10 by 3.5 deck screws. So if you remember, I left this stick out over 15 inches. So we have 1.5 inches here, and then we also have 1.5 inches for the seat support. So it means I mark the seat boards at 12 inches. So they'll hang out over 12 inches. And hopefully then at the end they're even. I'm only going to put one seat board on each side, then I'm going to flip this upside down and do all my angle bracing. Okay, so that'll be the center line for our 2x4 support. Come say hi. This is Willow, everybody. She came out to say hi. They fit nice now. They were a little long. I had to trim about 1.5 inches off of them. So we're gonna put these in, one on one side of center, the other one on the other side of center. So what I'm gonna attach these with, I bought some 4-inch framing screws. That way it goes in and gets a good bite in here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and finish putting the tabletop boards on and the rest of the seat boards, and then we'll clean these edges up and cap them off. So what I got here, these are little cleats I made to put under the center of the seat. Alright, so what I got left are the caps that I'm going to put on each end of the table, and the shorter ones will go on the end of each seat. That'll even this all out and keep these boards from warping in different directions. Makes a much nicer end on the table. I think we'll go ahead and mark this and pre-drill these holes so we don't take a chance on splitting out this end cap. Okay, so there you have it, 8-foot pressure treated picnic table. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and click subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.